Good morning, class. This is your English lesson, and today we are going to read a short story from lesson 3, School Days. It's a reading about Crow's No, written by Bina Shah. Uh, Read the following text from a short story called Crow's No. So, this is a part of a story, some short story. The children stood in a circle in the playground, looking at the small body on the ground. Other children shouted and laughed from the swings and the jungle gym, but the group surrounding the dark bundle had fallen curiously silent. One of the children pushed an adventurous foot out and touched it timidly. It's dead, the brave one declared. "It's not," said another. "Yes, it is," asserted the first. Another child poked her foot at the body, and when it didn't move, agreed with the opinion of the first child. "It is dead. The eagles got it." The children gasped. One or two knelt down, and the third brought a stick to nudge the body. "Look, there's where they bit it at. It must have been a big fight," Yasmin said in a small voice. "I saw it when it fell to the ground. There were 3 or 4 of them, big kites." Nobody listened to her. They grew bored with their find, and ran away calling to each other, shouting happily. Death clouded their minds only for an instant, and then they were back to normal, playing and fighting and making up as always. Only Yasmin stayed behind, regarding the body in silence. She had never seen a dead body before, except that time when her grandmother had died. But that had been a death acknowledged by more important people than the children in her class. Even her mother had cried bitterly and cried out in a loud voice for Nani to come back. Lots of grown ups had hushed her and pointed in Yasmin's direction. "Be strong for your daughter. You must." Nobody seemed to want to put that much effort into mourning for this creature, a lump of feathers and flesh and bones, which was now curling up into a strange, contoured position. Yasmin knelt down and looked more closely at the crow. Its eyes were still open, once bright and pearly. They were now clouding over. The grey fuzz still looked soft and warm, and Yasmin had to stare hard to make sure that the black feathers over its wing weren't still rising and falling with its breathing. Yasmin didn't want to see others to see her lingering over the crow's body. It wasn't as if it was a beautiful creature, like a swan. The other girls sometimes played at being a swan in the ballet, Swan Lake, and period on their toes, their arms raised above their heads like the wings of the swans. It would have been all right to cry as well if it had been a deer, a large mother doe like Bambi in the movie, but a crow was too ugly to deserve any tear. The whistle sounded for the end of recess, and Yasmin ran back to her class with other children, leaving the crow lying beneath the tall stalactite roots of the banyan tree.